All right.
That sounded good.
Yeah, it was pretty
That
good.
sounded pretty synced up.
Testicles, 1, 2. Testicles, 1, 2.
Do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Okay,
You can, good.
your levels look pretty low there.
No. Those aren't the only levels that are pretty low.
Yeah. Did we learn nothing, David, last time?
This
fucking
added a
drinking.
layer of complication.
He's drinking.
Yeah, I've been there
I'm not
before.
drinking
This isn't the
carbonated.
first time me being a third coming in just out of nowhere. So
Oh, you've had a threesome?
it's attempted,
Nice.
several times. Yeah, my first time was in high school. I met these guys. And, yeah, so they were the popular guys in school, and the only reason I met these guys is because my best friend Juan, he had an iPad, and he was the only one in the school to have an iPad. And when I pulled up, I had an iPad, and he's like, "iPad, recognize iPad."
Nice.
And I was in, and then I was in my
Nice.
first threesome. So
that
Nice.
it was
Nice.
technically a foursome, would have been, but see, like I said, it was an attempt. And I ended up not being able to participate just because it was a big head game. She was like, I don't really know him.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
but
That's crazy.
leading up to it was like super sick, and then like when I was just like, oh okay, but I did get a consolation prize if I remember correctly.
you got like
Nice.
soft outed though.
But you also
it was
learned.
more like take one for the team, bro. Like I even went and got the condoms. I believe that was the
dude,
first time I went. Like I went to the
that's
store.
crazy.
I was like, let me get that fucking right there, Trojans. And then I went back, and they're like, listen, dog.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. I would have been like, you can fucking take these
That's
condoms from my
bullshit.
dead cold hands.
Yeah, but so
assholes.
then she was really cool. I don't know. We definitely can't release this, I don't think. But so when I went back, she said that I could have her phone. She's like, you can go to my phone. I got all these fucking dope videos of me getting fucked. And I was like, oh sick.
Nice.
So I went to my truck and I beat off while those guys were. And then so like I have her phone, right? And so I'm like, this is sick. And then so, and then so like her mom starts calling. And I'm like, oh no. So she calls once and I'm like, that's cool, right? And so I just I'm doing my and then she calls again. And I was like, oh no. And then she texts it. She's like, you need to answer your phone right now or else I'm going to fucking disown you. Whatever she said. And I was like, I need to go in there right now. So I left my truck and went to the apartment and I knocked on the door. And apparently I knocked like a parent knocks. And so like my buddy opens up the door and it's me. He's like, dude, what the fuck? You sounded just like my fucking stepdad. And I was like, well, we do have the same name technically, I think so. But I walk in, it's just them two. It's just my two friends. And I'm like, where is she? And then they open the closet and she comes out all naked. It was hilarious.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's a crazy story. You also learned directly. I know now why you have Apple products.
Yeah.
Because you learned Apple actually gets you pussy opportunities.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day especially.
I mean, I got laid with Android products.
Yeah, but you know, you were
Yeah, but
like,
you grew up in the like poor inner city. No, I don't know where you. I'm just saying. Around here, you were a big deal. Like I said, iPad, recognize iPad. Like nobody had those when they dropped. But we're poor Mexican kids at a school of like 200 people.
Yeah, I
like,
didn't have any Apple.
everybody knows you got an iPad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had like an MP3 player that was like the size of like a fucking like half the size of a modern iPad, and it was like this weird shape. And it just was made me like unfuckable.
Hell yeah.
I had one too. It was just a big old MP3, MP4 player.
Yeah,
and it was
I
it
love
was
that
insane.
shit.
Like you can't do anything unless you're on Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
That's
for
dumb.
sure.
It's
I
the
hate
dumbest
that.
thing ever.
No, that's dumb. I had a sick one given to me so I went to a Walmart and I bought one. It was called a Zaview, I believe. I remember a Zaview. And it was really cool because it came with internal memory, but then it was expandable. It just slipped the fucking memory card in the top and boom, you're set. So I was like, this is sick. I come out and at the time I think this guy was my baby daddy. Well, I guess he's still at that, but he still has that position, but not current, whatever.
Right.
Anyways, so he's like, what are you guys doing here? And we're like, oh, I just came to buy a new MP. He's like, I got that same one in my car. He would steal shit from Walmart. He's like, buy it off me, go return it. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So I just fucking went back in and returned it, and I bought it for like half price or whatever from this guy.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it was really fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's always nice to know a guy that steals.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's real shitty if he steals from like a kid's bicycle.
Yeah, you don't want to rob people, but if it's
Yeah.
like you're stealing from the back of a Walmart, they're like,
Dude, my ex-girlfriend's little brother was like,
Let me just say, I do not condone crime.
no, I don't think any of us
Okay,
do.
just-
Wink.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend's little brother, I want to say he was like 15 at the time. He has a new bike, and his mom is talking to us about the bike. She's like, oh yeah, he got this new bike, but he doesn't really ride it around. He keeps it in the little screened in area.
She thought that he like bought
Yeah,
his bike
she
himself.
thought he
He's
bought
like,
it. Yeah, so
Oh,
he's like, and then she
interesting.
goes, and then he painted it, and he's like adding all new parts to it and stuff. And I'm like,
So she's, like, proud. She's,
you're
like,
actually describing a stolen bike.
No, she's like super proud. She's like, finally, he's doing something with his life. You know what I mean?
So
Maybe
fucking funny.
it may be in preparation for a chop shop, but listen,
Yeah, dude,
at least he's doing something with his life. Okay.
She was saying it with pride too. She was like, "Oh, this is cool. He's doing something."
Yeah, I mean, hey, when you gotta brag about something, about
Definitely
your
stole a
life.
bike.
Yeah.
So funny to hear someone brag about a clearly stolen bike
Yeah,
though.
but he probably told his mom, he's like, "Yeah, mom, I sold all kinds of lemonade. Like, I
Yeah.
just sold out. Everybody loved my lemonade, mom." And
Yeah, he was pissing on.
whoa,
I'm gonna cut that out.
R.
I'm
Kelly,
sorry.
R.
No,
Kelly, R. Kelly reference. He was wrongfully convicted for sure. Because now people pay for that.
Dude,
You
no.
know, but he was just ahead of his time.
no,
I
all
think.
right. Let's something else. I'm sorry I said that. I couldn't.
No, I
just
think there's
ruined
plenty
the
of people that would agree with me. But you know,
We had a crackhead in our laundry room at that really bad apartment. And I went to go do laundry, and he like snuck out from behind the dryers and just like walked up to me like with his arms like straight down and tense, and like kind of like moved his shoulders while he was walking towards me like a penguin, and just tilted his head, and he's like, "What's up, man? Like, what's going on, man? Like, you know what's going on?" And just acting like totally insane. And I'm just like, I got to get this guy like off the premises.
Yeah.
Like, I
You
don't want
took
to
it
call the
upon yourself?
police. Well, my wife, I had to go to work after,
Did
so
she have
my
to do
wife would
laundry?
have to get the dryer. So I'm like, I got to
Oh,
deal with
yeah,
this guy
that's not-
somehow.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like-
more like a not my like I wouldn't put like whoops unless I had to actually do something. Like
Yeah.
damn, I gotta wash clothes and I gotta deal with this fucking.
It was like
guy.
a locked room.
No, it was never locked. It was insane. Like the windows were always broken. People are always breaking them open, stealing quarters.
Oh,
It was a
nice.
fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And so at some point, like talking to him, trying to like find a way to get him to leave, he's like, "Can you give me a ride?" And I'm like, normally I would say absolutely not, but yeah,
get you
I'll
away
give you a
from
ride. So he's like, "Dude, thank you so much, man. Like, God bless you. Like, okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff, and then I'll meet you in the parking lot. Like, which parking lot are you in?" I told him where I was. And I go to tell, I'm gonna call you on my phone so you can hear. I'm gonna leave the phone on so you can hear everything going on in case you need to call the cops because this guy's nuts. But since you'd have to go down to get the dryer, like, I gotta get him out of here. She's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, okay. So I call her. I go out to the parking lot, and he has a bike. And he's like, "This is my bike." And I'm like, "Whatever. Okay, yeah, sure." And like help him load it up into my car. And I just drive him to Walmart. Like, and in the car ride, he's like, "Yo, I'm a professional rapper, motherfucker." And like he pulls out a knife and starts like stabbing
Stab-
and slashing, and like
He's like practicing his stabs
in the
in your
night?
house.
and
In
then
the
he turns
car.
in the car
Ooh.
and I'm just like, "Whoa, man, like be careful with that." He's like, "You know what, motherfucker? I don't share crack with nobody," and starts like stabbing again. And I'm just like, "Yeah, man, I don't want any
Dude, that
crack.
was
Like
the
we're
wrong
good."
guy to fucking give a ride to. dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank God your wife didn't have to go in there.
Well,
Imagine,
yeah,
I
you
know,
what? Hey,
man.
that's the
imagine
only-
his
yeah.
wife's getting the stabbing practice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, you definitely did the right thing. You
So,
know, sometimes you give rides to people that
Yeah.
it's interesting. I have a story like that kind of where it wasn't really like I didn't feel threatened, but this guy, I was at a park with some friends, and this fucking random guy he just walks up to us and he's like, he looks a little disheveled, he looks a little distraught.
Yeah.
Right, walking up, he's like, and we're kind of young. I don't know, remember how old we are, but high school, maybe we're right out of, And he's like, hey, excuse me, can I borrow your phone? And we're like, fuck, I kind of want to just go away. So, yeah, you can borrow my phone. So, yeah, and then he walks off real, like, close. But, like, not far, but far enough where, like, fuck, I'll have to take off running if he takes off running, you know?
For sure.
So he comes back. He's like, hey, thank you so much, dog. Like, I appreciate that shit. Whatever. And he takes off. Right? He's like this short little Mexican guy, bald. We're there hanging out on a bench. Comes back. He's like, hey, I'm so sorry. Can I borrow your phone again? I'm like,
Oh, shit.
all right, dog. Yeah, here, borrow my phone. So he's like, no, I swear, I tried. No, I just can't. They're all over the place. They're gonna fucking get me. No, I don't know. I'll figure it out. And I'm like, what the fuck? So all right, appreciate it. And I don't know what I was on that night. And I was like, what's up, are you okay? You need like a ride?
Never asked.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Like,
why would you? What
yeah,
the
and then I
fuck?
left my friend, my guy friend, and not my girlfriend, but my friend who was a girl together.
Yeah.
That was probably turned into a different situation now that I'm out of the picture. So that was cool on my part. Anyway, so now back to this guy.
Their Apple
He's like,
product sync.
It sounds like you're
And you-
always like number two.
I'm
in
telling
these
you,
situations.
what did
You're
I
just
say when I
like-
walked in here, bro? And so,
I've had that
anyways,
a lot, too.
so I'm like, what are you? And he's like, I'm trying to get to the Walmart, just right there, the Walmart. And I was like, all right, dog, I'll take you to the Walmart. And so whatever, I tell my friends, like, just wait right here, I'll be right back or whatever. And so we get in the truck, and he's like, hey, fuck, dude, I appreciate that shit, like, so much, like, he hit my ruka, dog, like, I just couldn't, like, me and my brother just got in a fight. He's like, you ever heard of the and I was like, yeah, the motorcycle gang? He's like, yeah, he's like, me and my brother in that shit. And I can't remember what he said, like, his position of the brother was, but the brother, like, had, like, a position, and he was, like, kind of, like, you know, it's his brother or whatever, so he kind of had some pull. They were fighting over, like, money, and, like, he hit his girl, so the girl took off while he's fighting his brother, so he's trying to get to his girl at the Walmart. I don't know why she can't pick him up. I don't know, dog, but he's like, oh, I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you. If you ever fucking need anything, you know, fucking tell him, you know, that was, you know, let him know that you helped out and his brother, and you know what I mean. So he's just giving me the names. I'm just like, yeah, dude, for sure. And so like I'm just like waiting for that one random fucking day that he'll be like, I remember that fucking guy, or like I'm an issue for like some bikers. There's some like random guy like, hey, that guy fucking helped me out. That's the guy. Remember?
Right. I think about that too.
Yeah.
With all the crazy, like D-Love and stuff. The crazy crackhead dude I hung out with in San Antonio, like one day.
If he's alive, if you run into him,
Yeah, he'll
you
hear
would
the
have to-
podcast and like he'll like drop a like Morse code sequence, just like the horn sequence he'd push to get the crackheads to come buy crack or something. I'm like, oh shit, that's D-Love.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, like giving crazy people rides, like it's automatic stories.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
do
it is.
get
I told Nick a story
experiences.
that he doesn't believe. He didn't think that was real.
what story?
It was the guy. Remember, I told you I met him on the side of the road and he lost his leg. He was in a wheelchair and I just pulled up on him. I don't know. Maybe, I'll tell you, he got caught on fire. Remember?
Oh yeah. Tell the
You
story.
were like, that didn't happen. I was like, I don't know if it happened. He said it as if he fucking had.
yeah,
He lived that shit.
tell the story.
So I'm in buttfuck North Carolina off the highway at some hotel, and like not too far away from me is a smoke shop, and I need to buy a new battery. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm drinking already. I'm sure I had some twisted teas in me. So I'm walking, and I pass this guy, and he's in a wheelchair right across from a hospital. Right. So like it's a pretty small town. My trip is 6 miles. So I have 3 miles over there, 3 miles back. I don't got a car. I have no choice. Walking.
Right.
On my journey, I go that, come back. There's an Applebee's on the way. I stop, have a few more drinks, head back to my hotel. In that time, I guess he had wheeled about 2 miles, 1.5, 2 miles towards my hotel. So I'm walking up behind him. I'm like, dang, this guy's fucking getting it right now in the wheelchair. Like, I was just impressed, and I'm all drunk, right? Drunk and high. So, I pull up on him. I'm like, hey, man. And he, like, freaks out, right? You know, because he's facing away from me in a wheelchair. And I just come up behind him like, hey, man. And he's like, oh, I was like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to startle you, man. And he's like, no, you're cool. And, you know, I would love to meet the guy again. Maybe he was doing too good, whatever. But this guy was like the definition of crack. He was like, you look him up in the dictionary.
Yeah.
That guy is a crack guy, you know. And so he just looked real rough, and he was missing a leg. He was wearing jeans and a hospital gown, right?
Nice.
And I was like, yo, man. I was like, you came pretty far, man. I remember seeing you over there by the hospital. And he was like, yeah, man, yeah. I was like, that's good, man. Don't let that shit hold you back. I was just fucking hyping him up. And I was like, if you don't mind me asking, is this recent? And he's like, yeah, it's pretty recent. I was like, damn, no shit. You want to tell me about it? Like, I was just fucking,
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. So he's like, so I'm down there at the bar over there by the railroad tracks. And he's like, he talks like this, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember exactly. He's like, over by the railroad tracks. And he's like, I'm over there having a cigarette. I walk outside, I got to take a piss, right? So I'm taking a piss. As I'm taking a piss, this guy comes up next to me, and he starts smoking a cigarette off the deck where I'm pissing off the deck. He's like, all of a sudden, I look down, and I'm on fire. That guy, he looks at me. He's like, hey, man, you're on fire. And I'm what the fuck? So he's like, I jumped off the back of the deck. And he's like, it just been raining. So I started rolling around in a puddle trying to put myself out. And luckily, he's like, some lady saw me from across the street, come run over with a fire fucking extinguisher and put me out. And I was like, no shit, dude. And he's like, yeah, I lost my damn leg. And I was like, did you set yourself on fire? He's like, man. He's like, that fucking guy told him I set myself on fire. He's like, man, I didn't set myself on fire with no cigarette. He's like, I've been smoking since I was fucking 11 years old, man. I didn't smoke. He's like, that motherfucker set me on fire. And I was like, dude, that's fucked up. I was like, so what happened? Did he just get away? He's like, no. He's like, they let him go. He's like, but I got him back. I was like, what? How'd you get him back? He's like, I was down there at the Walgreens down there, and I was like, I went grocery shop at that Walgreens. He's like, that's the place. He's like, I can't go there no more. And I was like, what happened? He's like, so I'm sitting there in line. He's like, in this wheelchair. And he walks in. The guy who set me on fire walks in. He looks right at me. And he says, oh, look who it is. Nubby. And he's like, I just got so fucking mad. I wheeled up to his fucking ass. And I took out my 357. And I started beating. I took out his knee. And I just started beating him in the Walgreens. And the ladies are screaming like, ah. And he's like, call the cops. I said, bitch, call the cops. And it just kept beating him and beating him. And the cops pulled up. And I told them what happened. And they took him to jail. And I'm banned from the Walgreens. And I was like, no shit, dude. I was like, that's fucking crazy. You got him back at the Walgreens. I was like, let me know if you need anything from Walgreens. I'm allowed in there. I just went there. And he's like, thanks, appreciate it. I was like, damn, man, that's a crazy fucking story. Thank you for sharing that for me. But
And that's when I said that's bullshit.
yeah, and I was like,
The
I gotta,
V57 and him getting arrested.
Yeah, tell me how does a man
Maybe he was a concealed carry
how
license.
does he lose his leg
Yeah, maybe.
from a
In a
fire?
fire?
Yeah, what are you
have you ever been
about?
set on fire?
What are you talking about? I don't think you lose
What
your
are you
fucking
talking
leg.
about?
Especially if you like he made a bunch
What do
of
you want to do?
horrible
Look up
decisions.
burn victims and be like, how long do you have to be on fire to lose your leg?
Yeah, like
That's crazy thing to say. What do you mean? The man got set on fire. The burns were too fucking bad on his leg.
from what? Like cloth?
I think the thing is
Maybe.
that the voice you did sounds like a black guy, and he just
He's
doesn't
not
believe
black.
black
He was
witnesses.
super white. He was super white.
I-
You can totally believe this
Why
guy.
would you do that? Why would you do that, David? It's nothing to do with it, man. I'm black.
Yeah.
I'm
If you're
full black.
If you're black, I'm an alien.
No,
I'm-
this is audio only. They don't know. They can't see me. I'm clearly a black man.
You're white, but
Yeah.
you can tell. Just
Yeah,
by
you
your,
can tell.
just by your your matter of factedness. Like, yeah, and that didn't happen.
I don't like talking to you guys.
I was afraid Nick was gonna bully me, and I was bullying him.
Yeah, that's like he was talking to me the other day about how he's.
You guys are always like, oh man, in the fucking 1600s when Mao fucking went after fucking the Jews in that sect, for that fucking 13-week
Shut the
war,
fuck up.
and
Is
I'm
that-
just like, I never fucking even thought of this.
Is that the kind of conversation we're having?
It could have been.
Shut the fuck up,
I'm just
Pablo.
saying,
You're
there's
fucking-
something that's gonna
he's
come up
so
right now that I'm gonna be
judgmental.
like, I have no fucking clue what these guys are talking about. Just because when Dr. Cambridge studied at fucking Harvard and when he went to the fucking service, that's when they started the fucking Illuminati. And you're just
Is that how we sound?
Damn, do we actually sound like
Swear
that?
to God, you guys are
Oh,
just coming out
fuck, man.
factuals after factuals. Like you guys are
Yeah,
just,
but
and
it's
I'm
not
just,
factual. We're retarded.
We are.
real convincing. I'm telling you, you guys could fucking, whatever fucking thing you need to sell online, you'd be like, hello, this is the state-of-the-art microphone. And it just came out yesterday, and I know that because I was there during the development in 2001. And you just fucking, I would be like, oh my God, like that, you sound really confident right now. I'm just going to believe you.
No, I'm a retarded guy.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that, though. It's nice to hear that if you just say it with confidence, they believe you.
I mean, hey, I've been there. I get
Yeah.
it. But sometimes you think somebody know something
So
because you just keep saying it a lot. You
How about we-
obviously know geography.
Yeah. How about we talk about Bohemia 1403?
I know a whole lot about this because of a video game.
I was hoping you were going to say that, and we were just
Everything I
gonna
know is
start
off
talking
YouTube
about
videos, so I think
Bohemia in
you're in there fucking
1403, and then he would just be like, "What the
What
fuck?"
about Bohemian Grove?
I know a little bit about that.
You wanna
yeah,
workshop-
for sure. I know
yeah,
about that.
So there's a
Moloch.
weird thing, like, so on the Sin Chicken podcast, I have one little image in the intro that's all the owls looking at two kittens in bed, and they're freaked out because they wake up and it's all owls. And that's because there's a weird connection in the conspiracy world between owls and pedophilia. And at Bohemian Grove, it's like a big owl that they burn, right?
Yeah, seen that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I don't know if it's like that recent, but I remember seeing it not too long ago where this guy just snuck in recently and like
Really?
got really
Oh, yeah.
clear video.
Daytime footage.
Daytime footage walking
Oh, I
around,
need
and
to
then
see
he
that.
sneaks up into the fucking bushes or the trees, and then he has them walking down the trail. Like it was very clear.
I need
Like
to look
Alex
that up.
Jones definitely took it off, right? He fucking probably had one of the only videos, around, but this guy went in there hardcore date, like
Yeah.
during the day, and like really got up on the fucking owl.
so funny.
And
We were.
he went there with John Ronson, right? That British, like, that writer
sure.
from Britain. He went there with one of those British people that's, like, totally not a part of any of the, like, conspiracy world now.
We were shitting on Alex Jones pretty hard in the last episode.
why?
I forget what we said.
Because of what do you mean? Why the Sandy
Yeah,
Hook
dude,
shit?
that's
Like how
insane.
awful that is.
That was pretty bad. But
No. You can't butt
It's
that.
so bad that it's like, damn, man.
Was
How
it,
can
though?
you...
Yeah, what are you talking about? People got sent to those parents'
Dude,
houses.
if that
and they're
happened, like, I've got a kid. If that shit happened to me, like, your kid
I
dies.
think the outcome, what he said, what it led to, yeah, that was really bad. But he can't control other people, what it happened. He can control what he fucking says, but he said the wrong fucking thing, and somebody went out and said, "You're a fucking crisis sector." Whatever the fuck, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, but that's the difference between like the whole issue with like Twitter is like, are you a publication or are you a free speech platform or a platform where you know what I mean? Because if you're a publication and
you got to be held for accountable
have
for
to be
sure.
held to
But
account for
to
your
what
content.
point? Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of fucking shit that CNN, NBC, MSNBC says, and just because they're running with the most current fucking information, that shit's not fucking real. But they're fucking giving it out as if it's real.
I can't believe we have a Trump guy on our podcast now. That's so crazy.
Yeah, we got a Trump, too.
I'm just a devil's advocate, I think.
Yeah, no,
just
you
fucking,
definitely-
because
you
I
definitely
can
are.
see where I would say some shit where, like I said, you could bring up some fucking war or some sort of fact that sounds pretty fucking convincing, and this guy's over here like, man, Nick's right. I think I'm gonna fucking go over there and do something about it or something.
No, dude, definitely not.
You don't have the influence now, but I mean, in the future,
Dude, I don't think we're ever going to have any kind of influence.
that's cool.
Not with that
if you
attitude,
if you
buddy.
play with that,
I
you know,
hope not, man. I
Dude,
don't
I
want to have
wanna-
You
influence.
don't want to think of it as influence, though. You know what I mean? Because then
Yeah.
that's you start thinking about it like
Oh,
that. Once
yeah.
you could just just think of it as people listening to your shit, and you're like, "Fuck, I didn't think somebody was gonna go off and take my dumb words."
Yeah.
I made a fucking mistake, but I didn't mean for other people to go make that mistake too.
And that's
Like-
how Alex Jones felt. So we come around full circle, and that now we can all relate to Alex Jones.
Yeah, he paid his fucking money. I don't know what. Like,
Didn't he not? It can't. It's
He
that he
got out
can't
of
pay
it.
the money.
Yeah, the money's such a high number.
It is a crazy high number, but yeah,
I don't know. What
that
is
guy.
it?
It's a weird thing with that guy because like he'll like open up a conversation and he'll drop like real stuff from articles people have missed, data drops about weird, geopolitical stuff going on or like military tech patents, and then he'll be like, and that's. He'll say something really reasonable that ends up being true, and he's there first. He
Yeah.
gets there really early, and then he's like, and see, that's exactly why these 16-dimensional pedophiles, like that's why we know this alien race is infesting
Yeah.
the mind of like American politicians for a pedophile cabal, and it's like,
says this shit. He says that shit for sure, but there's some things that he does say where it's like, That sounds crazy, but it's fucking true.
But
Can-
don't you
can you
think
guys-
it damages our society
Yes.
that we have the whole part after that and that a whole lot of people
Yeah.
run off of it? Like, it makes it, you have either CNN or 16-dimensional pedophiles. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, we know we can't trust CNN, but what the fuck is that? And then you, like...
Can you guys guess how much he was ordered to pay?
Like $1 trillion is stupid. Isn't
I think it
fucking-
was like, I thought it was like a couple billion.
It was a
Yeah,
billion and
yeah.
a half.
Yeah, something like that. Where it was like, you think he's a billionaire? That's
There's
what?
no,
That's wild.
there's no way.
Are you what? The
Yeah,
fucking
man.
city of Los Angeles gets off easier than that guy. God, come on, like.
That's crazy.
And now we get back to Roman Polanski, and maybe I can convince you to watch Chinatown in spite of the fact that Roman Polanski's a pedophile.
Can you separate the art from the artist, Pablo?
Oh, all the time. It's not
Yeah.
a problem.
Really?
Yeah.
What about
So-
with Bill
I love
Cosby?
SPM.
What about like
Bill
the most
Cosby?
heinous shit?
Because I can't
Like,
watch Bill
if-
Cosby anymore, but I kind of wish I could separate
If
the
it's
art from
good
the
shit,
artist with
if
him.
it's good shit, I'm like, I don't know, maybe.
It's
But,
kind of
like, you know
it's
what I
kind of
mean?
like how like Ghislaine Maxwell's a monster, but she's got some nice tits.
Oh,
It's almost. Hey,
It's
if I
the
can
opposite.
live without that thing, then I'll be like, yeah, fuck that guy. I don't really need that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's something I really like.
Dude, is there a? Can you name like an
Yeah,
artist? That's
SPM. Yeah, I think I
Who?
said it earlier. SPM, South Park Mexican. He's an old school fucking rapper from back in the day. I heard him
Oh,
with my
cool.
cousin. He's a pedophile. He had
shit.
he had sex with an underage girl. I don't know if he knew or not knew. Whatever. He was a rapper, I believe, in Houston.
Well, it
Texas.
seems like all of our politicians have to. So
Well, you know, and it's fucked up or whatever. And like, I don't agree with that. But it's like, man, there's some banger songs where I'm like, you know.
yeah.
If
That's
you
really
got
funny.
8 screens in your 86 Rivi, whatever, you know, wiggy, 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 you got some fucking bangers, you
Yeah.
know? And it's like, I can separate myself. It's like, will I be playing them, you know, at a fucking quinceañera? No, I don't think so. You know what I mean? There's some fucking moments for that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm listening to myself, I'm by myself. I'm like, you know.
I try
Yeah.
to as well. I definitely try to, but it's hard for certain things, especially like on that level. There's other musicians and music that I know of that's just like have you heard of the Lost Prophets?
No.
It's like a band
think
where
so.
like
I don't
it's
think
very
they want to be heard of.
it's a very emo.
The Lost
direction.
Prophets sound like something that want
Yeah,
to be
no,
like.
It's like
I found-
Crystal Castles or whatever. Have you
I
that
don't
whole
know.
thing? It's like a guy and a girl, and then it turns out he like got her into the band when she's underage and like manipulated her
Jesus.
and was like abusing her. And
No,
stuff.
no, the guy from Lost Prophets, like the way I found him was like Halo 2 like edits, like badass, like you know, like
What?
that kind of emo. Yeah.
Emo Halo 2. What are you
Yeah,
talking
like Breaking
about?
Benjamin.
Oh,
You know how like
yeah.
Breaking Benjamin, whatever. It'd be
Damn,
like
dude. This is like I'm too old to. I
Yeah.
don't have any idea what.
yeah,
you're
it'd
talking
be
about.
like shit like that. But anyway, the singer was like it was like babies.
You guys have heard of the fucking
Sorry.
guy?
What,
Yeah, let's just move
dude?
on.
I'm so. They're
Yeah, he was-
babies?
no, he was a pedophile.
And he had babies.
No, he was
in-
into babies. Like that's his whole
What
thing
the
was like
fuck,
babies.
man? And you're bringing that up as an example of an artist.
you
where
like his
No,
shit.
I was saying I can't listen to it anymore
Okay.
because that's all I think about. If I ever hear a song
Really?
from that, I'm
Is
just
that what
like,
that brings it to you?
I just like
Dude, who's into babies?
yeah, freaks, absolute freaks.
No,
Oh,
monsters.
this is gonna
I'm
have
a
to
freak.
for
That's
sure
a fucking
get-
sick
Yeah,
fuck.
you're
I'm a freak. That's a something else.
That's a
I'm not-
monster, you're right.
I'm like, God, get a doll or something.
Yeah.
Jesus
This
Christ,
is-
monster.
This is for sure gonna have to get cut out. But my dad brings this story up all the time around other people when they ask him like anything about his job. And you can tell he's super traumatized, but he'd have to go out to this guy's house to check on him and to talk to him. And his crime was that his sister was like, I have to go do this
Good
thing.
Lord.
There's a family emergency. Can you babysit? And my dad's like, my God, like you made it sound like you didn't think you did anything wrong. Like, didn't the like give any kind of a reaction that showed you that what you were doing was hurting it and that what you were doing was evil? And the guy just goes, yeah. My dad will bring this up.
Oh
My dad will bring this up at
Polite
like
company.
in polite company, and people like women are just tearing up and like super.
Dude,
That's a
amazing.
savage, bro.
Yeah, that's sick.
Holy
since,
shit.
And my dad, anytime he tells the story, he's got like tears in it. Like everyone has tears in their eyes.
my
Like we're all
God.
so.
Oh yeah, nobody's.
upset.
If you have a dry eye in the house when you fucking tell a story,
Jesus
you
Christ.
can't
Hey,
tell a good story.
Since it's fuck to imagine your dad doing that in polite company.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's funnier, yeah. Like the situation to which like I told like so like I'm trying stand up comedy, right? So I'm
Yeah.
at the bar earlier with my mom and her friend, and I'm like kind of bringing it up, right? Because if I talk it out more, you know, because when I brought up tattooing, everybody's like, yeah, well, how's the tattooing going? You know, which
Yeah.
they still do now, and I'm like, well, I fucked that up. So now I'm doing this,
Yeah.
and then and she's like, oh. You know, tell me a joke. I'm just like,
Oh,
okay, so I'm
shit.
like, you know, and of course I've heard comedians talk about that before, right? How people
Yeah,
just
it's the
go,
worst.
tell me a joke. And I'm like, okay, so before I do that, what's something you're good at? Like, what are you super confident at? And she's like, I can make a good salsa. I was like, can you do me one right now? And she's like, well, when I get home, I was like, no, like right now. Like, I want a salsa right now. And she's like, no. And I was like, yeah. So maybe situationally, I can't make you laugh. Like, I can't tell you a joke and you're going to laugh. But I'm sure you've already laughed at something I've said.
Right.
I was like, and I make you laugh. I was all, there's a situation. I was like, there's a time and place for that. And I'm not just going to put on a fucking show for you here at the bar. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not just going to whip out a knock-knock joke. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
like,
it's the worst.
Yeah, you should just start telling dead baby jokes.
yeah.
Yeah, just say
I have a
stuff
good
that,
one.
like,
I actually have a
silences the room.
double hitter then if we're going to do
Oh,
and
shit.
so
We really dug ourselves into a hole
yeah,
here.
I think we just know guys. I think you know.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah,
so,
you give rides to homeless people, and some stuff happens to babies
so
every
this
now
was
and then.
actually
Oh, shit.
my her baby daddy. Yeah, we definitely got to cut this out. This can't go public.
We're
right?
cutting all
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, this
baby.
is definitely
Hey,
a good
since we're in
this is-
cutout
this is-
territory, I want to say I'm really happy you're here, Pablo.
Me
This
too.
is
Thanks,
awesome,
guys, this
man.
is good. Yeah, this is good. Anyways, this guy, very close to me, and you know, it seems like every male figure I've had in my life has either died or something. Yeah, we get in a fight or something bad like that happens. Like it's either die, fight,
Fuck,
or
man.
fucked up. Like
What?
I
That
never
sucks.
have like a good. I don't have a good father figure that I can just go to and like ask shit. You know, like a man. So this guy, when I had him, was fucking cool, right? I would hang out with him all the time. Never got the fucking creepy vibe. You know what I mean? And then so like he had a kid, and homie was at home sleeping with the baby. He fucking turned over, smothered the baby.
Oh.
Fucked up, right? And he's already fucked up. He's still in prison right now. And so that was ruled as an accident, but super traumatic, obviously, right?
Oh, my God, man.
We move on from that to now.
Dude, we're still going to get to a baby.
So it was he's young. So we already had 2 kids, right? So and then so like
And
So-
we're cutting all of
so
this
it's like when we bring it up to like can you put something aside? You know, can you because like we were really close. He taught me a lot of things, right? A lot of car
Damn,
shit, a lot of
dude.
a lot of like wisdom. You know what I mean? Like told me some really cool. He told me a fucking one of the coolest stories to this day. I think is so fucking cool. You know, Peter Steele, fucking Typo Negative,
Yeah.
big fucking
yeah.
big.
band.
He's a bass
Yeah,
player.
yeah, I know
Yeah,
Peter
yeah.
Steele.
Peter Steele, fucking huge guy. He went to go see Peter Steele and Typo Negative or whatever. And I guess they were like in the green room, quote unquote, but it was a shitty place. And it was just an outside fenced off area with like big, privacy fence. But the privacy fence, you could see through the fucking fence. Well, he's telling me the story, and he says he's looking through the fucking hole in the fence, and he can see the band. He's like, oh, this is fucking cool. All of a sudden, this random guy comes out of nowhere and just goes up to Peter Steele and just starts fucking like, fuck you, like just starts talking all kinds of shit. I think he was talking. He had to be talking shit. I don't think he was like freaking out like, oh, I love you so much. He had to be talking shit, and then like Peter Steele just fucking out of nowhere, no hesitation, no like, you know what, like when you can tell somebody's about to throw a punch. Like he said, like he's standing there and his arm just like connected with his fucking face, and the guy just fucking flew, just like a 6 foot something monster, just dropping this dumb
Peter
little
Steele
shit.
is a superhero.
Yeah, he just
That's
fucking
cool.
just doosh.
It is
and
a
like,
superhero name too.
yeah,
it
Peter
is.
Steele is a fucking beast. And so ever since that day, I've practiced my fucking punch from like nothing, like just
Wow.
hanging out, just to fucking just
Yeah.
rock your shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
Can you
man.
can not just a note? Can you try to modulate your like try to stay at the same level because you're spiking
Yeah,
up and
definitely
down.
can't do
Just
that,
try to.
yeah. But I'll do my
Yeah.
best. Yeah,
No, that's fair.
but
Shut the fuck up, man. You like you're
whoa, dude, let me mark that one down. On my 500.
I just recorded it.
That's good. Yeah, we can add. We can.
I trust
we can
David.
compare notes later. But you know, hey, so he's
like
he's a guy.
yelling
That's fair.
because I think I saw him clip a couple
Yeah.
times.
that makes
Well,
sense. Okay.
I'll just stop talking. It's fine.
What are you, a woman?
No, just kidding. But you know,
Pobrecito.
hey, you gotta be, yeah. I gotta be respectful for sure. It'd be really cool if we could go to that one house that you talked about. You know, that way
Yeah.
we could have free reign.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
can
We
use
should
it.
set up
that's
there.
a lot.
It's a nightmare. It's a house of insanity. A girl I went to school with, her dad died in a freak helicopter or plane accident, and then she had a schizophrenic break, and her mom bought her a house, and she like lost her mind, and her mom installed like 50 lights on top of, like, I'm saying 50, it's like 30 something lights in the living room, and like
They're
architectural
overhead lights?
recess. Yeah, like little circular lights that are in the ceiling.
30 of them.
Something like that, like some crazy number
An
to like she's
unnecessary
like,
amount of lights.
this'll
they-
fix. She's like losing her mind, and she's really, really, really upset. But if I just make more light,
Are they on a
she'll
dimmer?
be okay.
Good
No,
question.
I don't
They're
think
just
so.
on or off.
They're just on or
Are they
off.
on a grid? Is there like a
It doesn't even,
rows of
dude.
them?
They're just random. It's insanity. It's just scattershot lights, and of course she like,
So we'll go hang out there.
yeah, we'll go hang out
That sounds
there.
like a perfect place to do a podcast.
Yeah, dude. If something like mysterious and creepy
can we-
happens, that'd be
can our
perfect. Wouldn't it
we
be
need a-
paranormal shit going on while we're recording?
Yeah,
It could happen.
I would get up and walk out.
Why?
yeah.
Well, you don't want anything with you. You know, just be like, sorry, but you know, it's not. They're not gonna do anything. What are they gonna do?
I'm gonna start shooting in your house.
Move your pen. What are they gonna
I'll
do?
have to.
It takes them a bit to like do something like you got to be like that house like would be like it would come with like a notice when you sold it, like it'd be like something kind of you know I'm sure not like anything that does happen you know be like what is that like noise, and I'm sure it's like some like it's the fucking water heater turning on or something.
Do you believe in ghosts, Pablo?
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, these are spirits. I don't know, some sort of like I don't know, ghost like that's like a
All right,
has a lot of weight behind it.
You're such an asshole. What? Explain, please.
Well, you know, I just mean that there's obviously like a consciousness, right? There's like a, you know, there's like a inner thing that I think doesn't die, and you know, whatever happens to it, I don't know, but I think I've seen some stuff.
My take is
Heard
that
some
they're
stuff.
fourth dimensional beings.
That'd be cool. Yeah, you just can't see them. You just can't perceive them. They're on that extra
Yeah.
plane that, you know, you graduate to if you can like do life right or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be really funny to find out that you just need to kill yourself.
Yeah,
That's the only way.
that's the
Instant
secret.
death.
I've thought that with Buddhists, like the whole thing with Buddhism and with like with Hinduism, life is pain. It's just this horrible thing, and the whole point is to escape it. And they're like, but don't kill yourself. Like that's actually just creating more bad karma that forces you back. But what if it was? Just find a way to kill yourself that doesn't make bad karma.
Do the Hindus believe in ghosts?
How
How do they explain their paranormal or creepy stuff?
So they have like different layers of existence and of consciousness and like elemental layers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that explains a lot of it. But I do think I've read stuff before within like the Hindu canon of people who stick around, who find a way to stick around.
Do you think that Indian ghosts also shit in the streets? Just the live ones?
That's a great question, Pablo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, thank you for that.
So I had this story my mom told me that was, I was like, I can't believe you never told me this story. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, how do you did it just slip your fucking mind? Like, what? For 60 years of her life, for 30 years of my own, never once brought this story up. And I was like, and my mom's not a fucking person who makes shit up. She doesn't care. She's not trying to impress anybody, right? She could give a fuck if you believe her or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she said, like, at my childhood home where I grew up, it was my dad's parents' house before it was my parents' house. So we inherited it from his parents. And we had this extra room. It was honestly maybe about the size, maybe like lengthwise this wise, but it was like a little longer. Like the length of almost the whole house. Like, so like a pretty good chunk. It was like almost like a thrift store.
It was like a suite.
Yeah,
Weird.
it was like a thrift store, like with a suite sized thrift store, with like books and random knickknacks and boxes and papers and pictures and everything a fucking thrift store has, right? Just random shit, your random room, right?
Yeah.
But it was so interesting to me, and I'd spend so much time in there as a child, just going through everything
sure.
and anything. I felt like I was just exploring. Like
That's cool, man.
I felt really fucking at home in that room. Well, my mom now tells me this fucking story. So I'm a little kid, like a baby, and we lived where that house is right off the highway. You can still go there well, it's not there anymore. They sold it to the church. They knocked it down, make a parking lot. So, but the thing is right off the highway, off ramp. So a lot of people, if you're going too fast, you go straight into the fucking house, or like really close to it, behind, forward, depending on where you go off. So. I guess an accident had happened. It was really bad, and my dad called my mom to tell her, "Don't come home. There's a bad accident. Just keep me away for a little bit. That way, you guys don't have to see anything, whatever." Gets done, whatever. This is like a couple days later. My mom says that this man shows up to the house with like flowers and like a gift. I don't know what gift or whatever, like a thing. And she's like, she answers the door and he's like, "Can I speak to the lady of the house?" And my mom's like, "Yeah, I'm the only lady here." He's like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, there's no other women here." And he's like, "There was a woman that came and sat with my wife while she passed away, the lady. But while we were waiting for the ambulance and everything, she sat with us and said everything was going to be okay, everything like that." And then so she's like, "There's nobody here." And she's like, "Hold on." So she goes and she gets a picture of my grandma, and she shows her the picture. She's like, "That's the woman. That woman came out of that door right there," which the door he was talking about is the room I spent the most time in because it had a direct door to go outside. Right, so she ran out of that door, jumped over the fence to the highway, and went and like held the lady's hand through her dying and shit. And so my mom's like freaking out, like that she's been dead for years. Like I can't remember how long.
House?
Huh?
She lived at that house?
That was their house. That was my grandparents. Yeah.
And they died at that house?
I don't know. No. She died at the hospital.
Okay.
Down the street. I mean, not too far. And my grandfather died.
We're not
in
going
a
to tell
wreck.
people where we are. Your grandfather died in a wreck?
You're right. Yeah. Drunk driving. Yep.
Really?
Drunk driving. Killed himself in a wreck. Yep.
Oh, man. Did he didn't hurt anybody?
Nope.
Was just,
He crashed into a ravine. That's right. We gotta watch places. But yeah. I mean, so that place was. That was theirs. I mean, that was their home. I think they built that house. So like for her to jump out of that same room that I felt so at home at, like I don't know, it was just kind of interesting to me. Like I feel like that spirit, like that homey kind of presence around. I honestly, since I was a kid, bro, I've honestly felt like this extra dimension of like my like luck, my luck, just kind of my timing, my luck, my this, my that. Like I just be like, it's weird.
I've had so many close brushes with
Yeah.
death and just something. Yeah, I've definitely felt that. I know what you mean. I don't know. Like, who knows what we could be in a simulation, and it's like you put in more credits beforehand to get a little help here and there or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right. Like I don't know, and at the same time, that's why I was kind of so interested in, like the occult shit. Because I swear to God, back in the day, I'm pretty fucking sure as a kid, I could change traffic lights to green, like almost on command. I swear to God. So like, I swear to God. So listen to this. My whole life, I felt like I've been living like kind of like on borrowed time. Because like this one time when I was on my way to school with my mom was driving a standard car. We were next to this Jeep, this red Jeep, and family, I get a mom and 3 daughters, they're all white blonde girls. And now I have a fixation with white blonde girls. I don't think it has
I
anything.
said mongrels. I was like,
white
God.
mongrels. There was a Jeep with some white mongrels.
With some white
pieces of shit.
mongoloids. They all had Down syndrome. They were all. They
As
were
a
all
fucking
smoking.
child, I'm over here just fucking. Oh, those fucking
Dude, imagine looking over in
disgusting.
traffic and there's a Jeep with that's the top down and there's 3 blonde mongoloids inside of it. You remember that for the rest of your life. That's
Okay,
like
so,
seeing.
So you might remember. So you might like this part if you're picturing it like this because so we're going and we're waving and they're waving at my mom and she starts waving. I look and I'm a little kid, right? And so they're little girls. They're cute little girls, right? And they're just being whatever little girls waving at random passengers, I guess, or random people on the street. And then the light turns green and the Jeep takes off. It's automatic. My mom stalls out, right? As she stalls out, fucking restarts the car, starts to take off. Jeep's like going through the intersection, gets fucking T-boned out of nowhere on the side of me. I'm in the passenger side. If she would have taken off in front of that Jeep, that would have been all me right there, right?
Did the mongoloids die? Or the blonde girls die?
So the Jeep gets flipped up into the air. I remember it's pretty vividly, and all their hair is everywhere because they all have blonde hair, and it's crazy. And they take out the middle light for like the turning, and the fucking Jeep just stops there on that side, and everybody jumps out, right? And I remember we're like, should we fucking help him? My mom's like, you're fucking, what are you gonna do, you idiot? Like, let's go to school, right? Later on that, in like a month or 2 later or whatever, she got called in to be a witness, testify against that fucking guy. He was a drunk driver who was running that fucking light at 9 a.m. And I can't remember. I don't know if one of them died or any of them died. I think my mom told me. I think she said none of them died.
Damn,
Stalled out. That's
good.
crazy.
Stalled out though, but they were in a lifted Jeep. We were in a little Ford Tempo or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure if that fool would have fucking hit me on that side,
Yeah.
You would have gotten clobbered, bro.
who knows what would have fucking happened, bro. So that intersection, that whole time, like I've always felt like borrowed time, like something just fucking slipped my mom's foot off the fucking clutch, stalled that shit, and
What?
said,
They didn't have airbag windows or nothing back then
I don't.
either. That was like.
I mean, that Jeep. Yeah, I don't think so, bro.
What
I
year was-
remember
what year was that?
It was old. I mean, I was young. Like it had to be like 2000,
yeah,
2001.
dude, those things are way more unsafe. than
and
what
so
we have
like
now.
so like they had like I can't remember if it was a hard top or what top. It had to be a hard top because it had to have flown off because of how hard it hit, and it was just. I remember seeing all their hair just going everywhere, all crazy, and like after that, I always just thought like that fucking could have been me. Who knows what could have happened? I'm on borrowed time and I'm like wasting it almost like.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I know the feeling for sure.
Yeah, I thank God I never got molested or anything, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Unrelated.
I was a pretty cute kid and I'd always moon everyone. I was pretty surprised that nobody tried to put it.
I mooned a lot of people too, but I don't think I was a cute
big
kid.
mooner. Yeah.
Damn, man, I didn't moon anybody.
There's a lot of pictures of my ass. Like, there was one I did one out the bus window.
That's classic. Nice.
Yeah, you got to be careful though. If the back of your balls are showing, that's distasteful.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
You want to just go ass only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, butts are funny.
Yeah.
And then balls, you're like, God damn.
Yeah.
That really can
Jeez,
fuck
calm
up your
down.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be really funny though to like out the back of a bus window, just see your nuts like resting on the side.
No ass, just nuts.
No, full ass gen nuts, and
Yeah, I'm not into seeing kids nuts, but I get where you're coming from.
Well,
yeah,
no,
but if
yeah.
you're behind a school bus and you see adult ass and nuts, you'd be
You
way
have some
more
questions?
upset.
Yeah,
You'd be way more upset.
What the fuck is going on in that bus right now? Is that some sort of bang bus type deal?
Like, who's
What is
driving?
Yeah.
And what?
Have you seen that fucking guy who dresses up? He's like a legitimate bus driver, and he's like, he calls his fucking bus the Lolita Express or whatever, and he dresses up
yeah.
like
Oh,
fucking.
fuck.
He dresses up like a fucking fairy and dresses up like a fucking fireman, or he's
There was
like
a
in
video of
costumes. Like,
parents confronting.
yeah,
this
they confront
bus
this
driver,
fucking weirdo. Yeah, and he drives off all
And
fucking.
they're
mad.
like, we heard
What
that
the
you
fuck?
expressed to our kids that you call it the Lolita Express.
What the fuck does that?
What does
like,
that
what are
mean?
you saying? Like a weirdo, bro.
Yeah.
And that's not. Is that local?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, that has to be like in
No.
fucking North Carolina or something.
Yeah, it
What
looked
the
like somewhere.
fuck, man? Goddamn.
Yeah, so it's bad, that stuff's pretty bad.
How long we
Okay.
been going anyway?
55 minutes.
Damn. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and we gotta cut out like 20 minutes of it.
I don't think so.
I think a lot of it. Just burn it all. Just delete it.
That's fine. I'm enjoying this.
Me too. It's fun.
It's good. It's good. I'm having a good time. Oh,
Kill
I would
him,
love
dude.
to hear your guys' point on this, and I'm pretty strong on my point. So, who do you think here in the upcoming future? Right, I'm not saying right now, but even right now, we got some contenders. But I think you got to give them a little bit more time. They're not there. 100 10-year-olds of just normal, average stature, nothing special about them, versus 10 superhuman 100-year-olds who are like, they're on TRT, they've been working out since they're 16.
Dude,
like,
easily.
There's people of
Easily. He's
there's-
trying to defend
there's
it, but you
people
could
on
fuck
the
up
internet
a-
right now that are like 82 years old and jacked, doing boxing, and they're in the
You
best
just
shape of their
breathed on a
life.
100-year-old wrong and they fucking
No,
break.
no.
What
Yes,
are you talking
the normal,
about? This is the most retarded thing I've ever
the normal
heard. If you're a normal
100-year-old
adult, healthy male, you could easily take out 10 100-year-olds. I don't care how much testosterone you're pumping full of them, dude.
I don't know if I've seen like 80-year-olds that I can't believe
think
how
we're on the
strong they
same
look.
page.
But
I think
I
we're-
don't know if I've seen 100-year-old that
They
I
don't
could,
exist.
But see here, no. But did you not? We could play it back, bitch. What I said right now, you have to give them time to get to that point to be 100, because there's not that right now. But right now, currently, there is someone that is 70, 80, almost getting into their 90s that is fucking jacked because they've been on fucking TRT. They've been working out since they were fucking young. They were doing whatever. They're still. I've seen it. I've seen videos of it. Unless it's fucking
So
AI
they'll
generated.
win.
Yeah, but
They're-
that shit
they're gonna
deteriorates.
win.
It doesn't matter.
No,
You
they're
can't-
gonna win. They're
But
gonna
then
fuck
Russia
up.
will use that same technology to make like super 10-year-olds to fight them like
No,
in the
bro.
octagon.
I don't. I hate you people. I really do hate you people.
Bro, I'm fucking up 10 year or yeah. Look,
110-year-olds?
no,
Are you an
you
idiot?
divide them 10 dudes. Divide up 100 that you each get 10
Are
fucking
you a
kids.
retarded guy? What are you
No,
talking about?
what are you talking
man?
about? 10 people,
I
So
don't wanna- I don't
you're
wanna have this
saying that the
argument.
100-year-olds could win,
no question.
and you're saying the 10-year-olds could win, or you're saying this is stupid?
I'm saying this is stupid because he thinks that the 100-year-olds could win. I don't think any of them could win. I think I would fuck
it's
up
just a
any of them.
lose-lose situation. I'm just saying.
All I'm saying,
I say someone needs to be the
all
winner.
I'm saying is the 100-year-olds is the most efficient path. It's the easiest one.
Yeah,
All you-
well, okay, so
Dude,
Matt
all right,
would beg
have
to
you
differ.
ever
I think
seen-
he chose
all right.
the wrong fucking
Have you ever
side.
seen a 100-year-old person lift themselves up off the floor?
Dude,
Shut the
oh
fuck
my
up. What are you
God, that's
talking
not What I'm
about?
saying right now. Are you the one that's trucking high right now, or am I?
Conceptually, I'm just
No,
really
I understand.
confused.
I'm not
Stop
saying
obfuscating.
I'm not
You're
saying
pissing me
right
off.
now. I'm not
You're
saying
out of
there's
your
a
mind. Stop
like,
with this fucking shit where they're like, oh, they're 70 now, but when they're 100, okay, let's just extrapolate that out and say and use those people instead.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. You just knock them over. I don't think
No.
they're gonna fucking stand
No way.
up. What are you
No
talking
fucking
about?
way,
I don't
bro.
care how much fucking juice they've had their entire life.
This
They're
guy's
100
82.
years old.
I'll show you an
They're
82-year-old.
Yeah, but in 18 years, there's nothing fucking left. What are you talking about?
You're saying
They're
you're
atrophied.
negating
Your
the
body
80, the
atrophied.
previous 82
Dude,
years
this
that he
isn't One
stayed
Piece.
there.
People don't live to 140.
You're negating
you
the
fucking
82
retard.
years he stayed
This
that
is the
jacked
dumbest-
to the next
Maybe with
15
like shark,
years.
hammerhead Sharkman technology.
Dude, yes, dude.
Bro.
What are you talking about? You're living in a fantasy.
Bro.
You're living in a fucking fantasy.
So you're saying because they can be jacked at 82, but in 10 years from now, there's no fucking way. Like, what are you talking about? They've already
18
done
years.
it.
18 years.
They've already been through 82 years.
Dude,
You're saying
you don't
82 years
understand
is negated for the next 18 years. So like, there's no fucking way you can figure out for the 18
buddy.
years.
You don't understand human biology
I
and
just
aging.
wanna
You're
say-
a
What
fucking
are you
idiot,
talking
dude.
about?
Your bones deteriorate, especially if you're
Bro.
fucking injecting you with testosterone.
No,
you
I
fucking
don't.
idiot.
I don't think that's
It's
how bones work. That's not.
insane.
I'll bone you, bitch.
It's
I'm
insane.
gonna fuck you.
Yeah,
I'll
it's gonna
skull
break
fuck
because
you
you don't
dude.
have
I
any
will
teeth.
fuck
You're
till
low
You got that
teeth.
slobber
You have
coming out of
no
your mouth,
teeth.
and I'm busting all
You
over
might
those
as well
hot
be
little
one of those
glasses of yours,
regular
buddy,
100-year-olds.
I'll bust on your
that
tits,
can fucking
dude.
break.
I'm
bro,
gonna like
you're-
rub my
bro.
cum into your face. David, what were you saying, buddy?
I'm just trying to say it's very funny that this is what
I know it's
upset
sparked.
and
It's sparked.
animated this
Dude,
movie
this
so
question
much.
has sparked the debate. I've told this to maybe like a few people, and
I've-
it's always been like, no, yeah, no. Like it's always been like, holy shit,
This is the
what did I
dumbest thing
cause?
ever.
As an outside observer, so I'll say at least Pablo has a coherent perspective that it's the old man that would win. Your perspective is actually more abstract, and it's that this is
What?
really, really stupid to even be talking about.
Because it's gonna happen.
So, but
No,
some part
I
of me
think
also thinks
when I'm a
you're
mega
right.
billionaire, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
I think it would
buy
just
an
be
island.
easier than beating up the 10-year-olds. I think they're both doable.
So you are saying something concrete that
Sure,
the
yes.
10-year-olds would win.
No. I'm saying I would beat up the 10-year-olds.
What?
Well,
You right now? You're retarded. 10-year-olds
so
are gonna
wait,
fuck
you've
you
been
up.
arguing a totally
You're
different
so
thing.
dumb.
that
What are you
could
talking
beat
about
up
right
the
now?
10-year-olds.
You are talking about yourself.
You're in the
you
corner
sitting
of the,
in the
the
form
ring.
right now, and
You're
I'm
in the corner of the octagon. And you're like, yo, fuck this 100-year-old. Like I can do this. So that's what you've been arguing this whole time.
I'm just saying.
So
it would be
angrily is
easier.
that like
What
you
are
can do
you
a better.
even talking
No,
about
guys.
right
If
now?
I had to fight,
No.
what's the question?
So do I gotta go find 10-year-olds to fuck you up right now? Because you're not gonna fuck. I'm not.
What are you
not,
talking about?
What do you mean?
I would fuck up. No, I would fuck up 10 100-year-olds, and I would fuck up.
Oh my
I would
God.
fuck
Nick
up
just
100
fucking thinks
10-year-olds.
He's fucking invincible. There's no.
100 10-year-olds?
You're
I think
stupid.
so.
You're so stupid.
I think
You're
you
so
could
dumb.
probably fuck up 10-year-olds. I don't know about 100 though, man.
Okay, but he's saying
Actually, I've never seen you
Dude.
fight. I've seen you like.
have you seen your average 10-year-old nowadays?
okay, maybe not
We're GMO
100
They're
10-year-olds,
fucking grown, bro.
but I definitely.
That's
I'm just
like
saying that
sumo wrestling. They
whatever. I'm
push
just
you
saying
out.
that the old people would be the easiest thing to beat up.
You're crazy.
Dude, isn't that kind of
You're wild, man.
okay? I'm so confused. Like, just the concept of this whole argument. I'm really confused. So I thought you were just saying.
Can I pull up some fucking videos, maybe?
No,
pull
dude, don't
up-
pull up a fucking video.
No, I'm gonna pull up a video.
He's saying that there's
Fucking
no, dude.
I'll pull up a
Please,
fucking
you're
video.
complicating the goddamn
No, I'm
podcast.
not.
We're already arguing.
I'm gonna
all right?
pull up some fucking proof. Let's end
Dude,
the podcast
shut
and I'll
the
just fucking
fuck
prove
up,
you wrong.
Dude. You're such an
Look.
idiot. You're actually one of the dumbest people I've ever met,
Look,
dude.
watch.
Dude, if you show a picture, or if you show a video of like 10
I can't
super
even-
buff 100-year-olds,
They're
I'm
not
gonna be
100
so
yet.
happy.
They're not 100
He
yet.
I can't speak because the second I speak, he starts talking over top me.
That's
Can I
not
fucking?
true. That's not
He's like, "Oh, we're just gonna pull up a video."
not
It's like,
true.
what are we gonna watch? Someone else's content on an audio podcast?
Yeah,
You
it's called a
fucking
reaction show,
retard?
you dumb fuck.
You're an idiot.
They
dude.
happen all the
You're a
time.
dumb person. You're an actual dumb person.
Dude, I can't believe I'm working with this guy. You want to start a fucking
You're like creating work for David's gonna edit this, and he's gonna have to insert a video in the middle of our podcast while we
Well, it's
talk
gonna
over
prove
it.
me
It's
right,
like this
so
is not
it's
how
worth
this
it.
works, you fucking asshole.
Oh my god.
We're cutting all of this out.
I don't know. Some of it's pretty funny.
The last like 40 minutes are just gone.
Yeah, I can't. And I thought I could pull it up faster than
All right, so he's saying that you find a 60-year-old now, right? That's extremely juiced. They've been working
Yeah.
out their entire life.
but every
If you
year
ex-
after a certain point,
that's
like,
what I'm
so
saying.
much bad stuff.
That's what I'm
happens.
saying. But if you, he's saying
But
if
it's
you,
not going to be relevant because of technology. They're looking at aging as like a fucking disease now.
dude,
I'm
that's
saying,
so
like,
idealistic.
These guys are so on the cutting edge already. You don't think they're going to have
You're
some
like
fucking
looking at
access?
that. You're like looking at that guy that's like, oh, here's my routine. I'm actually biologically, it shows that I'm 32 and I'm
Yeah.
And,
Shit like
but
that.
that guy looks like ancient. That guy looks creepy. He looks like a fucking vampire. What are you talking
I guess
about?
not
so. This
all
whole
those.
argument, we just have to wait for some of these people
Yeah,
to age, and then it'll
exactly.
be the scientific
There's just
proof.
no way.
Here we go. Here's
There's
this guy.
no
This
way.
guy right here. Watch.
They're not going to retain that bone density, brother. That's not how that works.
Why? At 82 years old, he's still fucking getting it.
Do you know why they break hips? Do you understand that whole concept?
Okay, so like I get it, but you're comparing these men to people that are regular 100-year-olds.
Okay, so you're saying that in 20, 30 years, we're going to have some kind of fucking revolutionary technology where old people are now just savages?
already.
We could.
I'm just
we
saying
could.
already right now you can get your ass beat by a fucking 70, 80-year-old.
That's not going to happen.
And you're not a 10-year-old. Like you're going to
I
get
agree
your.
with him on that. I've seen like
Dude,
this
you're wild.
82-year-old.
I've seen it
buff
too.
dude.
Okay, yeah.
we
So
go,
what?
here we go.
They're fucking jacked. That doesn't mean they know how to fight. Cool.
But
You're young. It doesn't mean you know how to fucking fight. What are you talking
That's
about?
what I'm saying. It's the dumbest thing
You're gonna
ever.
get your ass beat. You
It's
just
a fucking-
said you could beat
it's
him
a
up.
fucking moot point,
Look,
dude.
okay, here's guy.
I'm
Look at this
saying
guy.
I'm more likely to
Look at
be
this
able
guy.
to beat them up because of bone density and shit.
No.
If you knock them over, they're not getting
Not
up
the-
like I'm getting up.
years old when I first started working out.
How old is
That
he?
was 48 years ago. My name's Jeff Simon. I'm 60.
Does that guy look like he could get his ass beat by Nick?
No.
Okay,
No.
how old
That
is he?
guy's 60.
60.
That's not what we're talking about.
Hold on. Here we go. Next guy.
Years old.
I will be 100 years old in 27 years.
100 years old. I have the power to determine how I'm going to spend those years, weak or strong.
So you're telling me a guy that works out every day for the last 82
I'm
years.
losing my
his
mind.
Next, look,
I'm
look at this guy next.
I'm done.
Look at this guy.
I'm done with
Look
this podcast, dude.
guy
I'm
next.
done.
I
We've
told
got
you you
enough
wouldn't like
here.
me on your podcast,
This
dude.
is
Look at
ridiculous.
this guy.
Let's wrap this shit up,
Look,
dude.
yeah.
4 years old. Looking great.
Pablo, no one cares. This is a stupid fucking point. Stop trying to die on this hill. You're wrong. You're wrong.
That guy's gonna beating Nick's ass 9
Dude,
times
that guy
out of
would
10.
kick my ass. But 80, like there are just things really. So I'm
You're
almost
right,
40.
and I do die on this hill because it's such a fun hill.
I'm
Because like
almost
everybody
40.
loves to fucking do it, but seeing
I've never
Mike,
known anyone who
See-
really wants to die on that hill. But
seeing the Mike Tyson fight
yeah,
open some things up, right? Because he didn't stay in shape for the whole time. He got out of shape. He kind of
Yeah.
let himself go. He didn't like, and I was like, okay, well, somebody who can get back in shape. And they could do it before. He's having some problems. He's taking some hits. He looks a little fucking slow.
Yeah.
You know, and it gets somebody who knows what he's doing, he might get fucked up. He's one of the best boxers, but in his prime, not right now at his age. He's not in his prime. But that's somebody that's a younger guy who knows what he's doing. He wants it, right? I feel like he definitely could have fucking beat Mike Tyson's ass if he wanted to. But I think that's a whole nother.
All right, guys, let's
Conversation.
wrap this fucking shit up.
So
please.
I mean, I don't know. Like the point I was trying to make is like, fuck critics, basically. Like we're all
Yeah,
fucked
fuck
up and
Nick.
just
Wow.
we all have.
I don't want to say it, but you know,
Wow.
you said it right there.
Yeah,
I'm a critic.
Just the point I'm trying to make is
I
like,
always say it's not
if your
for me.
feed is filled with critics and with buff like 100-year-olds and you're fantasizing about them beating up 10-year-olds, just maybe like we're fucked up as a nation and we could use a little bit of help. But just
We need to man up these
just let the
10-year-olds.
babies be. Going back to like the ghosts of this
Bring
podcast
back
that
the
we
draft.
for sure cut out with lots of babies that weren't let be. Just let the babies be. Let people do their thing. We'll see what happens with the 100 buff.
I can't wait to afford this
100-year-olds
fight,
the-
and I'm gonna pull it
Shut
off.
the fuck up.
I'm gonna buy an island.
One last thing before we finish, David.
Squid
Yeah.
Games.
David, if me and Pablo were to fuck, who's on top?
Nobody wants me on top, but he
No,
thinks
because you
that-
wouldn't be on top.
You'd
dude.
be maybe a power bottom.
I would fuck you. I would fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah, you're
dude.
riding me, dog, like a girl.
I would
What are you
fuck-
talking
no,
about?
dude, I would
No, you're riding.
fuck
Yeah,
you.
you're riding me.
No, you don't know. I would
You're
put your,
riding
I would
me
put
like
your
a girl.
feet behind your
My
head. I
dick
know
is in
you're
your
flexible,
butt, and
you
you're on
little
top of
slut,
me.
dude.
Have
I
you
would,
never
dude, I
been
would put your
ridden
feet
before?
behind your head and
When
bite
you're-
your ear, fucking balls deep. All right. Anyway, let's wrap this bitch up.
Yeah.
I love you, Pablo.
My
I love you,
think-
David. It was really fun talking to you.
it
guys.
was very fun.
I'll
It
never
was
come
very-
back.
Bye.
way to become a good person is to look within, find one's true self, the sort of natural self that we have. And once you've found that self, that natural thing that you are, the goal is to be sincere and authentic to that true self. So if we stick to what we naturally are meant to be, the gifts that we're naturally endowed with, that's how we can be a sincere, authentic person.